Blessed. Such has been the life of Joseph Aveni. Born to a pious family in Trippi, Messina on December 5, 1918, Joseph learned catechism at an early age. As fate would have it, he grew up in a home right next to St. Blaise's Church in his hometown. Drawn to the sanctuary of constant and fervent prayer, Joseph finished elementary school with one crystal-clear conviction: he wanted to be a priest. On September 7, 1931, at age 13, he began religious formation at the Apostolic School of the Rogationist congregation in the Aveni quarter of Messina. On July 15, 1945, at the age of 27, he officially became Father Joseph Aveni. Father Joseph's charism as a formator was immediately noticed by his superiors, who assigned him as novice master even before the age of 30, the task he carried out for 30 years. Before long, he was recognized as a true master of the Spirit, stewarding the formation of generation upon generation of young Rogationists, loved and esteemed in the same breath. He was elected Vicar General of the congregation by the Conferers in 1974. Father Aveni stood out for his staunch adherence to the will of God. This found concrete expression in his obedience to the wishes of his superiors. At the end of his stint as Vicar General in 1980, he willingly embraced his next assignment in the newly opened mission in the Philippines. Even if he was already 62 and hardly spoke any English. As it turned out, he would stay in the country for 3 decades, never wanting to go back to Italy. He spent the first 10 years in his Philippine post doing what he did best. As novice master, he made up for his halting English by speaking from the heart. In 1991, he stepped down as novice master and immersed himself in hearing confessions and giving spiritual direction, as well as making himself more available for seminarians and formats of numerous male and female religious congregations. Later in the decade, after falling mortally ill, he offered his sickness for the intentions of the Holy Church, for the glory of God, for the salvation of souls, for the conversion of sinners, and especially for the increase of vocations in the whole Church. In complete obedience to the will of the Almighty, he submitted himself to the care of his doctors and to the loving embrace of those around him, just as he had done through all the events and circumstances in his life. Until the very end, he remained true to the devotion that animated him as a boy in Trippi, the nourishing and redeeming power of prayer, and a total surrender of his being to the will of God.